overweight or underweight?
Give me just one moment.
Hey Tom, if I stand on it, will it make a difference?
All right, we've calculated your weight. We'll see you inside when you're ready.
Okay, you're gonna have to pull off, circle back around, scale here. We'll stop you.
Don't miss a step because you're under pressure.
Oh.
Whoa, stop.
Now I'm going to keep these numbers as easy as possible to calculate. I really want to just know how much do I weigh, am I legal, and am I safe? And that's what we're going to stick to today. Talked about RV tires, but I'm going to save that for another video. So be sure to subscribe so you catch that, because your RV tires are important and have a lot to do with your weight and safety. Here we are at a Love's to see how much we weigh.
So here we are at Love's. Tom has gone in to find out what we need to do to weigh the RV, and he thinks we're not going to be overweight. I say we're going to be overweight, so this will be interesting. Little debate we have going, so let's see what happens.
So here we are. We've tried to weigh an RV before and they didn't know what they were doing with the old Columbus RV. This is our first time to try with the Momentum.
Yes.
Now, we have an ongoing bet here.
Yes.
You think we're overweight.
Yes.
And actually, to make it more challenging, I filled up the fresh water completely full, like 156 gallons of water.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we are full time, so we have all of our stuff in here, and clothes, dishes, pots and pans, all of that adds up. And I don't think that you realize how heavy we're going to be. Do you have a guesstimate?
I think we're going to be around 17 or 18,000 pounds on the RV.
How much is the RV by itself?
Well, we don't know that. We know like there's like a stock weight. I'd have to look that up. But one of the things you might have to do, it seems like they know what they're doing inside. They don't always do. We might have to do two weights where I disconnect. We'll figure this out. I've never done this before, but we're committed to getting an accurate weight. Now, I think we're underweight. I'm guessing around, again, 18,000 pounds on the RV.
What's
alone.
Overweight?
Well, something over 20K.
Okay.
The axles can do 21K, but the RV is rated at 20K, which is a lot. And we don't have any toys in the back.
No.
So
E-bikes, but
yeah, anything like a car, like some people. So anyway, you ready?
let's do it.
Let's get her done.
Who do you think is going to be right? Me
Yeah.
or Tom?
So you can go ahead and comment now. Guess what the weight's going to be before the end of the video. You know, Grand Design Momentum 381M, huge toy hauler.
Tom has 1,000 pounds in just shoes.
Yeah, right.
We look so peculiar. with all of our cameras and a drone that somebody came over and asked us what we were doing. We were all okay, if we needed help with anything. So nice.
Got, yeah, steering tires on one side, truck tires on the middle, and then just the RV on the back.
All right, Tempo, give me just a moment here. All right, we've captured your weight. We'll see you inside when you're ready.
Okay, so we should check that before doing just the RV by itself, is that right?
That's correct, yes, sir. And then the second weight, once you drop the RV, will just be $3.
Okay, great, thank you.
You're welcome.
Put the whole truck on the first.
Oh, okay.
On the first scale pad.
Okay.
With the dually, it's too long.
Okay.
Back up to the second one.
Okay.
Try to back it off and see if you can get the truck on the second scale and trailer on the
Okay.
Bring it back,
back a
Tom.
little bit. Yep. A little more. Oh. What happens is scales, they weigh at different points.
I think disconnecting will give us the most accurate.
Right, because you want to truly know what your truck weight
Right.
is. And what your
Yes,
weight is.
yes.
We're gonna have to disconnect only
Okay.
because you got so much weight hanging on the back.
Hanging on the
When it's
back.
like a U-Haul trailer where
It supports it.
at the
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Front tires on that, the back tires. So you'll get a weight for your truck.
Okay.
Then we'll get the weight for your camper. Personal vehicles like this all the time. It's just that you're longer. So
Right.
Just drive around the shop entrance, and then I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay, awesome, thank you. Well, this is great. We've actually got some guys from Loves here that are kind of helping to guide to get an accurate reading here. We're gonna actually disconnect this time and get the truck on 2 pads and then the RV on 1 pad by itself. So we'll truly get, you know, some accurate readings.
Today is gonna be a little something more. I've got a plan in mind, a special thing in store. The light bulb inside my head says, get out and play, 'cause you never feel this way. It's my lucky day, it's my lucky day. It's my lucky day, my lucky day. Don't need a pot of gold, a rabbit's foot or to be told. It's my lucky day, it's my lucky day.
Don't miss a step because you're under pressure.
All you gotta do is just move up a little bit, just so we get the front set of those tires on the pad.
Okay.
No work, it's only fun, 'cause it's all okay.
You look like you're gonna clear
Clear
it.
it. You're gonna clear it.
It's my lucky day.
So cool.
It's my lucky day.
You want your weight on it?
Guess not.
Are you able to just do a weight scale?
Give me just one moment.
Okay.
All right, I've captured your weight for this one, sir.
All right, hey Austin, real quick, you got the you got all 3 weights because it broken down.
Yes, Justin, it is on all 3 separate axles. Steer and drive for the truck, it appears, and the trailer is separate on 3rd.
Yep, that's correct. All right, we got it. Thanks,
Okay, awesome. Thank you so much
Yeah.
for your help. What's your name?
Justin. So all we got to do is just get you hooked back up, and then you just go into the diesel doors right here, and they'll be able to just tell them it's the private way.
Okay.
They'll be able to
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Customer 37, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower plate.
Well, I think we got it. I'm gonna go in and get that way. All right. Who's gonna win this bet? So who's gonna win this bet,
I
huh?
don't know. Well, we're gonna find out soon, aren't we?
Now, it'll be printed, so you can trust me with the results.
Sure.
I won't put my foot on the scale, so to speak. So I'll head in and get that.
Okay.
What do you guys think? Last chance to vote. Overweight or underweight? We'll find out. Hi there. I am the private weigh on the scale.
So that's the first one,
Okay.
and the second one. As we were discussing, so for the first one, this is all combined, right? So this is the first one. So this is all three connected on the tongue and everything on the hitch.
Oh, okay.
And this is dropped. So you have these two by itself, and that's all the weight of the trailer on it.
So the RV by itself, 20,400.
Correct. Give or take roughly 20 pounds.
No, she was right. We're a little bit overweight. We had a bet going. I was like, oh, come on.
Maybe next time.
How is that possible? Okay. All right. Well, how much do we owe you? Thank you so much for all the help.
Yeah, no problem. That's what we're here for. $17.91 altogether.
Okay. Not bad for peace of mind. All right. Thank you, Austin. Appreciate it.
Take care.
You too. Are you confident?
I don't know.
You won.
Yes! Well, that's not a good thing, I guess.
We are technically overweight by 400 pounds of water. It's 20,400 pounds.
Okay.
And I was shocked.
Wow.
Now I know we're having fun with this topic with Cheri and my bet, but being overweight is no laughing matter. I think a lot of RVers don't even think about or don't spend much time thinking about their weight because they're kind of afraid that they might be overweight, but they don't know what to do about it. One reason to know how much your RV weighs is so that you know if you can safely add more things to it. Maybe you want to add a washer and dryer, or maybe solar panels and batteries. You'll want to know how much capacity you have left to add things, or what you have to take out in order to do that safely. Now, the most important reason not to be overweight in your RV is for safety and the wear and tear on your RV. For example, being overweight can cause excess wear and tear on all kinds of components of your RV, tires, suspension, and you could have a tire blowout, which is definitely a safety risk. And maybe one of the worst things that could happen is if you unfortunately had an accident and it was determined that your RV was overweight, whether you were at fault or not. Some people have speculated that the insurance may or may not pay your claim, and that may just be a myth. I'm not sure about that, but it still would be horrible. Worse if someone got hurt. You know, another third party, for example, got hurt, they would sue. Your insurance would probably pay for that, but you would have the knowledge of knowing you were possibly the reason that accident happened. And if they sued for more than the cap limit on your insurance, you might have to pay that out of pocket. So again, this is no laughing matter. Consider that when weighing your RV. Now I'm going to keep these numbers as easy as possible to calculate. I really want to just know, how much do I weigh? Am I legal and am I safe? And if you want to geek out on this, I'll be sure to include some links down below in the description that will help your mathematician heart go wild. So how do you weigh your RV? Well, first, I know a big truck stop like Love's is kind of intimidating, even at how big we are, but even a smaller RV, it doesn't matter. You can still use the CAT scale at a truck stop. and just make sure the operators know what they're doing to help you, like what we had at this Love station, to make sure we got the right numbers. I have, as I've said before, taken our older truck and RV in to get weighed, and they didn't know what they were doing, and we did not get the proper weights. But that's not the only way to properly weigh your RV. Actually, at some RV rallies and shows, there are people there that have a way to individually weigh each tire on your RV, which actually is better because that can help you know if your weight is evenly distributed, and they can also maybe give you a little more guidance on making some of these calculations. There are also some aftermarket apps and add-ons that will kind of gauge your weight while you're traveling. I'm skeptical of how good those work, so if you've used something like that, I would like to know your experience. What do you use, and does it work for you? How accurate is it? Because if it's not really accurate, it's not really going to be that helpful. Now, the weight of your RV can be found very simply by looking for the sticker located near the front of your RV. What we're looking for is the GVWR, which is the gross vehicle weight rating. Again, this is a 2019 Grand Design Momentum 381M, and I can see that rating right here. It is 20,000 pounds. And as we found out from the CAT scale, we are a grand total of 20,400 pounds. Yes, 400 pounds overweight, but that was completely loaded with water. I did drain out the water from the tanks shortly after that, so we were back in the safe zone. But it's a good thing to now know that if we're going to go out boondocking somewhere, we need to fill our water tanks, we're going to have to lose 400 pounds somewhere, or only fill our tanks maybe up to 2/3. So that's why this is so important. I'm shocked that we were overweight, but I'm really happy we found out now. Now we need to find out how much the truck weighs. You can find out your truck's weight by looking at the sticker inside your driver's side door, but you can also check the owner's manual or look it up by VIN, and I'll put some links down below in the description for that. So our 2019 Ford F450 has a GVWR, or gross vehicle weight rating, of 14,000 pounds. And so that means just the truck by itself, including me, tools, any passengers, the hitch, that it should not exceed that. That's not really important to me, so we're just going to set that number aside. But just for comparisons, as you can see on the receipt from the CAT scale, that's the truck combined, so we're looking at 9,500, right? 9,500 on the F450 by itself. So we are well underneath that weight. I'm gonna look at my phone so I make sure I get this right. All these different abbreviations for these kind of get confusing. The number we really need is the GCVWR, which is the gross combined vehicle weight rating. And that's the maximum that your loaded truck along with your loaded trailer can tow safely. That is a key number. That's what I want to find out. I looked that up by the Ford Truck VIN Decoder website, and we get 41,700 pounds. Yeah, that is a lot of weight. Yeah, love this Ford F450 for its ability to really handle a lot of weight. And you can see by the printout from Love's, we're not even anywhere near that at 29,920 pounds total. Well underneath that. So we are safe to go in that area. A couple of the other numbers that I thought were important when I looked up the VIN for the truck. For example, it says the max trailer weight for a fifth wheel is 27,500 pounds, so that's good to know. Of course, our RV is way less than that. And also what the max tongue rating is for a fifth wheel trailer. So that's actually 6,875 pounds. And we'll tell you more about the pin weight in just a minute. You also need to factor in what your hitch is rated for. And we love our B&W companion hitch from eTrailer.com. We have had this for, gosh, almost 2 years now. It's a great hitch. This hitch is rated to tow a 25,000 pound trailer, so we're well underneath that, and a 6,250 pin weight. So again, we are well below the pin weight on that. And if you're interested in the B&W Companion, I'll put a link down below. We love this hitch. We feel so safe towing with it. Now, looking at the printouts here from the CAT scale at Love's, it's really easy to get the approximate pin weight on our hitch. So the first time we went in to weigh, we were completely hitched up, and we got the weight on the rear axle was 8,000. And then when we came through and disconnected, we got a weight on the rear axle not being hitched up, and that was 4,360 pounds, giving us a total approximate pin weight of 3,640 pounds. Again, well underneath the limit for the B&W Companion hitch and the Ford F450. Now, we haven't talked about RV tires, but I'm going to save that for another video. So be sure to subscribe so you catch that, because your RV tires are important and have a lot to do with your weight and safety. And again, I'll include some links below to help you get more of your calculations figured out and to make sure you are safe on the road. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're brand new here to the channel, hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell. That way you get notified of all of the videos that we release. And if you're already an RV owner, have you had your RV weighed? Yes or no? And were you overweight? Are you willing to admit, were you under or over? Please share your experience down below so we can all learn. And thank you for watching, friends. And remember to enjoy!
Beyond the stars.